Yeah, they didn't say anything.
Love that. Honestly, great. That's the kind of reaction I want. Like, let's just keep going.
Because they're dead, Blake.
Oh, I missed that part of the story. I'm so sorry.
When did I get old? Oh, oh, oh.
Hey there.
Hi, how are you?
Oh, I'm grateful. I used to sing in a church choir where this woman named Aranda, anytime you said, "How you doing, Aranda?" she'd say, "Grateful, baby. I'm grateful." And
Okay, you know what? I was about to hate
start
that,
living that way.
but then you said it with the inflection, and I was like, you know what? I get it,
Oh,
and I love that.
yeah.
I love that.
she is a very short black woman with like size ZZZ boobies and
Incredible.
just that sort of like maternal bosom where you're like, I bet you actually are grateful, Aranda.
Right. No, that's the
insane.
thing. That's the thing. Wouldn't have it any other way. Because if it was a granola mom saying that, it's always pointed. She's like, grateful. And you should be too. Like, it's like one of those things. It's never like a I'm actually grateful thing.
Yeah,
you know?
no, this was like a throwaway. I'm grateful, baby.
I'm grateful. Exactly. I love that. I love that. Well, speaking of
How are
gratitude,
you?
I'm good. I'm good. Speaking of gratitude, I'm back from Thanksgiving, which is why we took a week off. So sorry. Also,
Hi, welcome back. We took the Monday of Thanksgiving off because, that is still the holiday. Maybe
Yeah,
not
it counts.
federally, but for us,
It counts.
The
It
whole
absolutely
week of
counts.
Thanksgiving.
Absolutely. On that note, hi, welcome to Keep Me Young. I'm Blake.
And I'm Heather.
And this is your weekly podcast, except for last week, for two millennials attempting to keep themselves culturally relevant through pop culture, media, entertainment, video games, politics, etc., etc. And on that note with the etc., I suppose, continuing what we were just saying, I had a good week, a good Thanksgiving week. I saw discourse on Twitter actually this week of people being like, an adult wouldn't take a whole week off for a dinner with family. I'm like, shut up. Have a bit of whimsy and joy. People are so miserable.
People really are so miserable, I think.
It's those grind
We've
set
been
losers.
people, though,
Yeah.
We've been miserable people, but
We've been
you
miserable,
don't have to
but
be.
I don't think I've ever been miserable to the point of that. That's a strong statement. Maybe that's not true, but I feel like I've never been miserable to the point of intercepting other people's ways of living that are much happier, very clearly and visibly than me. Like, I've never been like, you should be miserable like me,
Oh my God. I haven't either, but let me tell you, I really have a type in dating people, and that is the type who
no.
hate whimsy in other people, like resent whimsy in other people and resent wonder in other people. And it's tough when you are a whimsical person and you find yourself with a person who resents whimsy. It's tough. You got to get out.
Yeah, I'm telling you. That's the thing. I definitely, and you can clock it. You can clock when you're in a social setting and you see those people that hate that. Because like, I'm not like up all the time. But when I'm in a social setting, I'm going to do my best to be up. And so
come on. Yeah.
I feel like it's my obligation. I mean, you're not whatever. You're not, no one owes anything, blah, blah, blah. But I personally like to give people my best foot forward in a social hangout because I like to think that is my best chance of them wanting to hang out with me again. And so I like to like play it up a little bit, have a little fun, throw some whimsy, whatever.
It's
and
also
so
just fun.
You can tell.
Like, I don't know if it's one-on-one, you can get into it and like get it, but
amen.
I don't know,
you can
in a
tell
group,
because then you've got that
fun
one
to be the fun one.
Exactly. And then you got that bitch in the corner that's just like every joke you make, they're like, that's weird. Like, that's the point. That's the point. It's funny, laugh or banter.
Yeah.
Yes, and that's fun.
Right. Join me.
I don't know.
Join me.
Yeah.
Come on to this little gangplank of whimsy and goofiness. Join me.
Gangplank. Love that.
Won't.
Exactly. Life's too short to know but. Life is too short to know but. Absolutely not.
Life is too short to know but. And
Yeah.
yet.
Well,
how did you interact with any like new NPCs in your life being home for the holidays, or was it like the main crew? Oh,
I did.
fun.
Okay, so inadvertently, because I had a regular Thanksgiving. If I gained 5 pounds, it'll be a miracle because I ate so much food. Like, I'll consider that a win if I only gained 5 pounds this past week. Because there was the day before Thanksgiving that I was like, I'm just going to take the day off. I'm not going to do a single thing. I'm not going to edit. I'm not going to write. I'm not going to plan. I'm not going to do anything. And so that turned into my sister sitting me down on the couch in the living room and watching Mormon Wives the entire day. And
Good.
I ate no less than 5 or 6 meals worth of food the day before Thanksgiving. So
Good,
it was
good.
nasty. But also I am done with Mormon Wives. And Heather, why did I ever hate Whitney? Why did I ever hate Whitney? I'm sorry. I know this is a side tangent, and viewers that haven't seen this will get past this quick. But why did I ever hate Whitney? She's the only real one. Like, that's the thing. Like, I hated her in the first season, and I get why, because it looks catty in comparison. But then when you see the development of the other characters, she's the only consistent one in the entire crew. The rest of them,
That's the
exhausting.
thing.
Exhausting
She's flawed,
people.
but she is human.
Yeah. Yeah. And she has
she's
nuanced
so good
takes
on Dancing
about
with the
things.
Stars.
And she's incredible in Dancing with the Stars. She was incredible. I saw their little like pre-recorded final dance that they did, or the freestyle that they did that they would have done. Oh my God. She's an artist.
Where do you find that? I want to see that.
TikTok. She's an artist.
Oh, okay. I'll find it.
It's phenomenal. It is phenomenal. She was fantastic.
She's so good. And also like a good like healthy loser. She was not a sore loser. You can tell obviously how much she, spoilers, wanted to get into the finals. But
yeah, of course. I think a robbed situation does lend yourself very easily to get into an All-Stars, though, which I'm sure they'll do soon enough, because this show has only skyrocketed in popularity, so they'll probably do it again. They've done it before, they'll do it again. And I think there's also talks of her potentially playing Roxy in Chicago on Broadway. I don't know if she can sing, though.
She knows what she wants.
I know.
I
don't
bet
know if
she could sing enough.
I
People
think
who
she
grow
can
up in
probably
church
sing. Roxy's
know how
not
to sing
hard.
a
I don't think
basic
Roxy's a
amount.
particularly big sing either.
Yeah. Didn't Emma Stone sing that?
I think like Roxy is very much like a guest celebrity
No,
can
she's
go
in
and sing
Cabaret.
it.
I get Cabaret and Chicago mixed up. Those are not the
Me
same.
too. Very similar in my mind. Very similar. That and Chorus Line. Those three. I mix
Yeah,
them up
they
all the
are
time.
all- and
they're all
they're
Broadway.
wildly
It's like
different.
that kind of like jazz hands Broadway.
Wildly.
You know, like it's like that kind.
Right.
So that makes
Cabaret,
sense.
though, is pretty dark.
Yeah, absolutely. It's
That's
this,
that's
but
one
with
of
like a
the
gun in your hand. You know. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Wait,
Absolutely.
okay, so Whitney reminds me of oh shit, I forgot her name. On Ultimatum Queer Love, there was the couple that was like it was Xander and then Xander's girlfriend, fill in the blank, listeners.
Love it.
And she was the villain. She was the Whitney of Ultimatum Queer Love, the first season. And everyone hated her. And this other like really bitchy girl who went on dates with Xander, like just so catty, so like mean girls. And then you like watch it long enough and you're like, wait a second. The one who like acknowledges her flaws and the one who like laughs at herself and the one who, I don't know. Editing is really a magical thing. And also like seeing someone through a hater's eyes is a magical thing. Because then if you take a step back, you can realize like, oh, why did I hate this person too? It was just like fun to hate her. And
Amen.
Girl whose name I forgot, who I do think I follow on Instagram, sorry. And also Whitney, sorry. Y'all are both like fine, normal, basic women, just like everyone else on the cast. And
Amen.
I hope that being the villain only helped you in your professional life.
I think it did, because I think she handles it so well. Like it clearly, like even if it does get to her, you'll never know. She takes it with such grace. It's crazy.
Right. She is such a pro.
Yeah.
She
But
is a professional performer.
after watching Mormon Wives, I did have an NPC moment. The most wonderful NPCs in the world, because the day after Christmas, maybe the day after that, I don't know, a couple days ago, I was I was getting ready to film like a short and to like do some extra work and all this kind of stuff. I was like good to go. And then my left ear felt like a little like clogged or like full. And I don't tend to clean out my ears, because I know you're not really supposed to do that often. It's apparently like not good for like the natural ecosystem of your ear, blah, blah, blah. So, but I was like, I need to get some out. So
Q-tips feel good. Sorry.
Yeah. Q-tips feel good. So I got, on that note, I got a Q-tip. I got a Q-tip, and I was the case where they say not to do Q-tips, because I plugged my ear. I jammed it back apparently, and I could not hear out of my left ear. And so it was like 2 p.m. I was like, I'll push through. I could not. It felt like a dog having a cone over its head. Like it was I couldn't think. I could not think. I was like off balance. It felt like a giant like cloth was over my ear. It was the worst feeling. And so then I I was telling mom, I was like, I'm going insane. And so she calls the diagnostic clinic nearby and was like, hey, can we just like have him run in really quick to do this? And they're like, we're actually closing in like 10 minutes. But the person running the front desk was like, my husband is an audiologist and he runs a local clinic that's about to close right now. He's going to come pick me up from work. We can just drive back really quick. He'll do it free of charge. He loves doing these things. And so we go back.
love cleaning out people's nasty ears.
I know. He grabs this little like metal stick with like a little hoop on it to grab it. Hurt like a bitch. It was so much pressure. It's so much pressure to pull that out, I guess. But I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna lose hearing. But then he pulls it out. I can suddenly hear again, and all's right with the world. And so then he was like, you got some more in there. So he gave me some like olive oil to drip in my ear, like a couple times a week, and to like thin it out. And so then my mom drops him off a 50. They were like, you can't do this for free. Have dinner on us. It was so sweet. They were so appreciative.
That's really sweet.
I've Venmoed her. I've Venmoed my mom 50. I was like, you're not paying for me being an idiot. So so we go back home.
That's
and then the
maturity,
next
people.
day, yes, the next day I go into, my mom has a hot tub. And so I go into the hot tub and I like get some water in my ear. And then I think it moves it a little bit. So I feel deaf again. And it's like, oh my God, it's got to be closed then. And so I get one of those like baby suction thingies and I fill it with water.
Smart.
I fill it with water and I douched out my ear. And it literally, I like exploded water into my ear and out pops. I'm so sorry for any listener. I did not think that ears
I'm not going to
were
look at the
capable.
camera. I'm going to look at you so you can describe it to me in great detail.
I was not aware that I'll show you. I'm not showing this to the camera because I feel like I could literally get demonetized for showing this. But I did not
Do you
know
have a
that
picture
ears.
of it?
I did not know that ears are capable of holding this much.
Oh, Blake!
I did not know that ears were capable of holding that much wax.
Whoa,
It was-
show me again. Let me see.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Sorry,
Today
it was
I can
a
I
jump
can
scare,
hear.
but I got to see it again. I would say that's like the size of an entire pinky fingernail.
Yeah.
you?
If not like almost a marble, even like when you like it was
Oh
it
my
was
God.
spread out. If you put it all together, it'd be the size of a marble. I did not know that ears could hold this much. It was nasty.
That's
I'm
a
hearing an
shocking color,
HD
too.
today. Yeah. I'm hearing an HD today. Everything has like a slight buzz to it. Like I can hear like the overtones or something. It's crazy.
You're like hearing dead people now.
It was, I can hear color, baby. It
Oh
was
my God.
wild. It was wild. But yeah, so that was a really good
Congratulations.
moment. So speaking of feeling refurbished though, what's keeping you young this week, Heather?
Oh, wow. What an incredible transition. What's keeping me young is Wicked: For Good. Ask me how many times I've seen it in theaters.
How many times have you seen it in the theaters, Heather?
3. It's been out for barely over a week, and I have seen it 3 times. The other movie that this happened with was with a Barbie movie. And in both cases,
absolutely.
I think I was just like really going through a life thing, and I needed to be transported into a different world. And God damn it, we come to this place for magic.
Yeah. Nicole Kidman
I was
had a point.
transported.
Yep,
Absolutely.
absolutely.
And it's so good.
I told Heather this off camera right before, but I was like, musicals always find you when you need them the most. Like at a point where you need them really the most.
Did.
Yeah.
Cynthia Erivo singing No Good Deed Goes Unpunished.
Best song.
I
Sorry.
would pay to see it again. I would see it 3 more times in the theaters, probably.
You got to watch it at least one more time so you can like get Wicked 4, number 4 good, you know?
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
I will.
Your 4 good moment.
I probably
Yeah.
will, because I'm going to a gig where when the last one came out, we all went as a group to see it last year. So probably we will all see it again. So guaranteed I will see it at least one more time.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
That's
my God.
fantastic. But it was so good. I
Oh
love
my
that.
God.
I've got to still watch it. I haven't seen
It's
it
so
yet.
good. Blake.
I know.
It is
I
so
just
good.
watched
It
the
is so
first
good.
one like a month ago on a plane. It took me forever to get around to it. I was
on a plane. That's kind of a
I'm not a
bummer.
big movie musical person anyway, but then I watched this and I was like, this
Yeah.
is fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. I
It's-
love it.
I mean, same with the Barbie movie. Like when movies have that much of a budget, it's
Yeah.
kind of hard. And they're not like pew 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 movies or Marvel movies. Because
Right.
those
I'm
movies
so
have a giant
tired of
budget too,
Marvel.
and they can still be bad.
I'm genuinely tired
But-
of Marvel movies. Marvel Rivals is an incredibly fun
Yeah.
game, and I actually do stand by that. It's a fantastic like video game that I play a lot. But the
Okay.
movies, I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. I think the Marvel
It's
lore
just all
itself
the
is
same
actually pretty
thing.
good. I think the movies are just, it's driving me insane. It's just the same formula every time, based on like
Yeah.
really good canon lore that exists in the Marvel universe, I think, actually. But then it just gets
Sure.
thrown out the window with like, oh,
It
he's right
must
behind me,
be-
isn't he?
Right. Yeah. Just dumb dude jokes.
Amen.
Yeah, wicked.
Amen.
I have well, we already talked about Dancing with the Stars. That is my like middle tier keeping me young.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm just going to spoil it. Sorry if anyone's
Yeah.
on the edge of their seat and hasn't watched the finals. Robert Irwin is the sweetest, most darling, deserving winner, and I am
Absolutely.
so glad that he won.
He was fantastic.
Oh
If it wasn't going to be
God.
Whitney, I'm so glad it was Robert.
Good. Me too. I
so
almost
glad.
wanted little brother Efron, but Robert is just so much more
He was
like
good
interesting
too,
and
but
compelling
you
of a
know what?
person.
I'm going to say it. Dylan Efron's had a good enough year. He's been fine. He won the
think so.
Traitors. He's been modeling like crazy. He's
Yeah.
literally more famous than Zach this year. Like, he's fine.
Yeah. He is fine. He is totally fine. Robert
Yeah.
Irwin.
And also, he's gorgeous on top of everything else. Like, he is the hottest
Yeah.
man on earth on top of everything else.
And he knows it. He's doing all these things because he knows that he's gorgeous.
He knows.
So
and he's nice.
Robert Irwin is just
and he's
smiling.
nice. Like, Jesus Christ. Yeah. Okay. But also, second hottest man on earth won Dance with the Stars, though. So that's good. Robert Irwin.
It's true.
That is a fine ass man. And I know he's like not that old. He's like 22. I feel like a cradle robber,
gotta
but
be a baby.
man, he's
Yeah.
hot.
Was it his sister who did Dancing with the Stars before?
Bindi, and also won. Yep.
Oh, his mom.
No, his
Was
sister.
that his sister? I did not recognize her. When it kept cutting to her, I was like, I don't know this woman.
Yeah,
But
he's 21.
great.
I'm a predator. But like, yeah, he's so attractive, unfortunately.
Oh my God. Okay. And then my one other keeping me young happened this morning. I did go to church with my mom this morning. This is Sunday
Cute.
that we're recording this. And
Amen.
this is the church my grandparents went to. And like my grandpa was a priest there on and off. This is like everybody there knows my people, knows my grandparents, knows my mom, knows me. Is that kind
Yes.
of vibe. I went, and in the like third row from the front, I saw these two women that were like a little bit closer than friends, and they did not
Sure.
look related. And I was like, are those lesbians in the Southern Baptist Church?
Oh, it's
Then
Baptist.
It came around to the Southern Baptist. Oh yeah.
I was thinking it was like Episcopal. Episcopal? Lesbians love Episcopal
No.
churches.
Oh, of course. Of course. Both my
Yeah.
parents were like, we're done with Southern Baptist. We hate it here. We're going to Episcopal. So that's where I grew up. But then when
Period.
I would ever visit my grandparents, I went to this big old
That makes
First
sense.
Baptist of, I'm not going to tell you the city, I guess.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
It's a big old First Baptist. And then, okay, it came to the part of the service where they were like, we're welcoming new members. And these two got up and they were recognized in front of the entire church. And the lady priest was like, this woman and this woman, blah, 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 like you've met them before. They've been greeters, but like we welcome their family into this. I was crying big fat alligator tears in this church service, just being like, all these little babies are going to see lesbians at their church. Like there's so many kids in this church, obviously.
Amen.
It made me so happy. And there was like a receiving line for all the new members. There were like 5 people
Cute.
who were like welcomed into the church today. And like,
Great.
I don't even know how I feel about Southern Church or Southern Baptist Church.
Sure.
But I am happy that there are lesbians there. I think
Amen.
I'm happy for lots of little kids in South Carolina to see lesbians in like
Yeah.
a position of leadership, loving each other in their church. That
Yeah,
part made me
absolutely.
really happy.
That's so sweet.
And I almost went up to them to be like, these kids are so lucky. But I was like, I'm going to cry in these strangers' face. And I'm pretty sure they're like, I don't know, in their like late 20s. And this like old
Yeah.
geezer is going to be like, back in my day,
Yeah.
gay didn't
It's-
exist. Like,
It's
no,
just another
let them live
Sunday.
their lives.
Just shut up.
Exactly. I know. I try not to be weird about it. And then I went and visited my grandparents. They have like a little, it's not a grave, but it's like where you put ashes. And I
Right.
came out to my grandparents.
Aw.
After that.
Okay. Great.
Really, yeah, I didn't need to. I don't know. It felt after seeing those lesbians in church, I was like, hey, y'all, I have
Yeah.
something to tell you.
Aw.
I don't
Did
know.
it go well?
I don't know. Yeah, they didn't say anything.
Love that. Honestly, great. That's the kind of reaction I want. Like, let's just keep going.
Because they're dead, Blake.
Oh. I missed that part of the story. I'm so sorry.
Oh, yeah, their graves. I visited their little like
Right.
what is it called? It's like a columbarium or something where it's like you put
Uh-huh.
ashes, but it's like boxes. It's not in the ground.
Right.
So I went and said hi to them there. They are no
That-
longer living.
That makes sense. Well, I'm glad that it still went well.
It did. It did. It was nice. And then this sweet old man was like, "Are you related to the McKnights?" And I was like, "Yeah, they're my grandparents. They're wonderful people." Is that kind of vibe? I was like, "Man, I should come back to South Carolina more often." People know my name
area.
here. Beautiful.
Yeah, where everybody knows your name. It's the Cheers of the States for sure.
Yes, 100%, 100%. Oh my
Absolutely.
God. What has kept
Incredible.
you young?
Well, how
Blakey?
beautiful. Mine is much pettier. Great, I've been holding on to this one for like a week. And so what's keeping me young is that, allow me to take you to the mystical land of Twitter. Also, government name now, I guess,
lovely.
X, whatever. Yeah, I don't talk about it enough on here, clearly.
it's
But
Twitter.
so recently, in an update, I don't know why the hell they thought this was smart. There is now a
software
setting.
update?
Software update for Twitter. There's now a setting. I don't know if it's a setting, a feature where on your profile it shows when you joined. It's always shown that, but now when you click on that information where it says when somebody joined, it gives the information of where they are located, where accounts are located, like what country. Just country, not
Currently?
like doxing you, but like what country I believe that they're currently in, or where it was made. One of the two, like country of origin sort of thing.
Okay.
And so there has been a long-standing theory that a lot of these right-wing grift accounts are just clickbait farmers that are like a bunch of servers in India. And they were fucking right. Every single one of them is either in India.
Why?
Are they
What
in
is
India
the point?
or Israel? Because they get money. It's how they get money. They get a bunch of ad revenue. And the ad revenue that they get from American interaction gets a higher RPM, rate per minute, or whatever interaction, whatever it is for Twitter, than it would in another country. And because there's a lot more ads going on in America. Surprise, surprise. And so
it like doesn't really matter what it is. They just picked the most like clickbaitable thing
they
to
picked
be
the most inflammatory
in America.
thing, which is right-wing grifting. They pick inflammatory, scary, don't have to fact check anything. And so all of these accounts that are like America first, things like that, spamming like Trump is your president, deal with it, blah, blah, blah. All of them, Heather, and I'm not being hyperbolic. Every single one of these blue check right-wing accounts were all from India. They're not real people. They're servers. They're servers that are bots that are auto-posting crap for money. Like there's probably like 50 accounts,
Let's
if not
hear it.
more, from a single room in India.
Incredible.
It is the
Incredible.
funniest shit I've ever. And then the one scary thing
What
is
a great update. I feel like that was
yeah.
a good idea.
Yeah, right. I love it. It outed everybody, and it's the funniest thing in the entire world. The only thing that's a little bit more mildly concerning about it is that the Department of oh God, what's the one? The Department of Homeland Security. Not confirmed because it got turned off immediately, but there are screenshots. Could be edited. I don't think there are because there's a lot of people confirming this. That the Department of Homeland Security is based in Tel Aviv, Israel. And then the Twitter of that Twitter account also made a joke about it. And so people are like, oh my God, we've been occupied, and they're laughing in our faces. That's a little concerning if that's true. It might not be true.
Yeah.
It might not be true. I cannot confirm or deny because I'm only seeing this anecdotally on Twitter because they did turn it off. I tried to check it myself. It is not there. But I also would not be shocked. I don't know. But there's the second to India, there's a lot of accounts in Israel that are promoting right-wing grift stuff. That's been proven as well. Yeah, it's so all that to say though, this is keeping me young.
Much smaller than India. That's like
also that
way more concentrated, or like a way bigger percentage of people.
But way more political inspiration to do it. I suppose like there's reasons. They're doing it for reasons, and so. It could be aging, could be very aging, but I will say it's keeping me young because this only proves to me that most of the shit you see online really is just inflammatory bullshit. Like most people don't actually believe in a lot of this stuff. We do. There are people that are affected by this in the real world, and of course will now reflect this opinion as their own. But it is very comforting to me that we are not secretly riddled with Nazis to the level that I thought we were. That makes me happy. That makes me happy. I'm glad that a lot of them are doing it for money.
Stupid people.
It's stupid people that are doing it for money
because
they're not creative enough to make money on their own ad revenue
Yeah.
for their own
Yeah.
good content. Like
And
us with our
unfortunately, stupid
newly
people that
monetized
believe
channel.
Yay!
Yay. But
I did
anyway, yeah, no.
verify our bank account today. It's real. We've made
Exactly.
cents. We've made a whole cents on this
We've made
endeavor.
change, baby. We're getting that spare change from this.
We've made change.
We've made change.
Ally. Yeah,
Ally.
exactly.
Exactly. I love that. Well, but yeah, no, so that kept me young. I was like, you know what? It's hilarious. It's kind of camp. Like it's very theatrical of like the veil being lifted
Very
in mass. Much like not Wicked, I guess Wizard of Oz, but much like the curtain being lifted.
I mean, also in Wicked, it's just it's about fascism. And Wizard of Oz is about fascism. It's just so, everybody go see it 400 times. Oh,
Everybody go see it 400 times.
I will say though, can I introduce my aging me
Please, I was done.
to piggyback off of that? It is unfortunately Ariana's shoulder bones and just her bones in general sticking out of her body.
Yeah, I've been seeing on Twitter lately. And she like brought it up again. Like she on her own brought it up again just to be like, I'm fine, stop talking about my body. I think she like reshared something from an interview last year where it was the same thing of like saying stop talking about my body, which I do get.
I know. I get it too. And I won't spend too much time on it. Having watched the movie 3 times, each time I was like, wow, shoulder bones.
Yeah. Both of them pre-Wicked. It looks like when you see people after their presidency, like you do that pre and post being president photos. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. I don't know what Wicked's doing to these people. They all look like it's not even just her. Cynthia Erivo looks like frail. Oh God, Madame Morble.
Oh, Michelle Yeoh.
Yeah, she looks a lot more frail too. She's, I mean, getting a little bit older, I suppose, so maybe that could be the case for that. Maybe. But I don't know. A lot of this cast looks a lot frailer than they used to. I think that Fiyero, what's his name? He looks a little bit
Jonathan Bailey.
Yeah, he looks a little bit teenier too. I don't know. Like feed your cast. Feed your cast.
Feed your cast. My other aging me is the CGI of the Scarecrow at the end.
I've heard it's not great. I've heard it's not great.
I just wish he was hotter because he's supposed to be a little bit hot.
Yeah.
He's not supposed to be hot, but oof.
Hot enough.
They really blew their budget on the Tin Man. The Tin Man looks
Oh.
spooky, incredible.
I saw this on Twitter too. There was a thing like people were saying that like because people were showing close-up photos of the Scarecrow and it's actually really detailed and really nice and apparently does not translate at all in the movie is what everybody's saying.
Oh, funny.
Yeah.
Well, I'll let you be the judge of that. I won't spoil anything else. That's it.
Of course. But yeah, no, it sucks to I don't know. It's hard not to be concerned about the body stuff, especially from people that have lived it, you know, like there's people that have like lived this and know the signs and it's just, you feel bad not to say something also because they've lived it and they wish somebody could intercept. But I guess in that large amount, it's probably hard to. And I would imagine in celebrity world, whenever the public feels a certain way, you almost want to rebel against it no matter what it is, even if it is reasonable. They're like, well, no, I'm going to keep doing this now because you said not to. Like, I don't know. It's tricky. It's tricky. But I don't know.
Yeah. I don't envy like international pop star because having that many eyes on you would drive me to insanity. No question.
Didn't she also say that this is like the last tour she's going to do for a really long time too? I'm like, oh my God, what?
Take a break, girl. Take a little breather.
Take a break. Absolutely. But I'm just like, it's amazing that she's such a good producer on top of being such an incredible singer and she loves being in the studio. It's surprising to me that it just shocks me that she prioritizes. I think she's switching to acting priority, which it seems like, it feels like.
It's probably easier. Neither one is easy, but it's probably
no, of course not.
Easier to be an actor than it is to be singer, songwriter, producer because you do
Amen,
less.
you have to do
There's
all
just like
of
a
it.
whole team of people who make the movie and you show up and you are the character.
Yeah, I've always said like I don't want to be like I don't want to do like the singer songwriter thing because I don't want to make my own songs. I just want to sing. I don't want to make a song. Like it's a whole thing. At least with an actor, like the script's ready. Thing. You just got to interpret it.
Right. Exactly. I go back and forth. I really want to get more into composing and songwriting, and I don't quite know how. And I think it makes me want to do it more because it's not like a natural, like I didn't grow up being like, oh, I just wrote a song. Like I have friends who aren't singers now who are like, yeah, I've written like, I don't know, like an album and like an EP. Like what? And you're not doing that professionally? That's crazy. But I think
Oh
the
my
frustration
God.
that I can't makes me want to do it more, or that I don't
Yeah.
quite know how. Not that I can't, but
Amen. I guess.
see.
Yeah, I know. Like, why is everyone a songwriter? Like, I didn't realize that everybody had songwriting capabilities. I'm like, that feels like something that I'm still not qualified enough to do after like years of
I
music
know.
training. And I'm
I
like, y'all
know
can just
it's
do
our
that?
degrees though. It's our degrees.
Yeah. We got
The
paralyzed.
more degrees you have, the less you think
Yeah.
you can do things.
It'll always, that's so true. God, Dunning-Kruger syndrome is really like the absolute like cornerstone for
Yep.
like music. Like music especially benefits so well from people just starting out being like, I can do it. It's not hard. Like, because the second they learn, it gets
truly.
worse. It really
100%.
does. Yeah.
100%. Oh my God. In an interview on Las Culturistas, no, not Las Culturistas, Amy Poehler's podcast called
Yes.
Good Hang, she interviewed Ariana Grande, and I thought of Las Culture because Bowen was the person that Amy talked to. Amy like talks to friends of the guest and then talks to the guest.
Yeah.
And Bowen asked, what's your favorite note to sing?
Oh.
And I expected Ariana, a songstress, to be like, like a F sharp. Like I expected her to know.
Oh yeah.
And she
I have
had
mine
no
on my
idea.
brain. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah. She had no
Wow.
idea. I was like, hold on, what?
well,
You've been
she's like a
singer?
musical theater songstress, so
Yeah.
she
Famously
probably has,
not on the
she probably has a
page.
favorite vowel to sing on, but probably doesn't have like a favorite.
Right,
note.
like favorite word or something. Yeah,
yeah,
it
like
was
me,
really
D4 baby,
awkward.
D4, love a D4. But yeah, I don't know.
Right, B flat on the staff or E flat to like a G belt. Hell yeah.
Amen. Hell yeah.
Right, like it no brainer. We know exactly
No
what
brainer.
pitch.
I'm ready. Yeah, it just sits so
But yeah, it
right,
was
never
so-
misses. Love it.
It was so funny to hear a pop star and then also someone who doesn't know about music at all like try and talk about like, oh, what about the pitch B minor? Like, oh no, stop talking
No.
about music. I
No,
want you
stop
to
it.
be the famous
Oh
person
my
that I
God.
admire. Please stop.
Oh my God, that's another aging me. Speaking of that, but it's not my main one, but like I'll make a
Okay.
small little note.
Appetizer.
I was on, oh my God, it's about Wicked again. And I was on
Great.
Twitter the other day. It's all of mine are Twitter related. I'm so sorry, y'all. I just was on Twitter a lot this past week. But I got, oh my God, there was a bunch of tweets. There was two, I guess. One was somebody saying, oh, where are they? There it is. I always thought Wicked was just an interpretation of The Wizard of Oz through the perspective of the evil witch and how she became evil. Now I know it's just an edgy fanfic that uses the good guys are actually bad and the bad guys are misunderstood trope. And then somebody else responded, I've been saying this. Wicked is just fanfic. I hate.
They know
and
it's
I
a
tweeted,
book, right? They know it's a book.
I mean, A, it's a book. B, a very like commonly known thing for anybody that watched the musical before or anything knows that like Wizard of Oz is canon to Wicked universe. Wicked is not canon to Wizard of Oz universe.
Yeah.
Like it's just like Dorothy shows up in Wicked. All this shit doesn't happen in Wizard of Oz world. Like it's
Right.
it's an interpolation. But to simplify
it's a prequel.
to simplify it to it's fan fiction is just so demeaning to me. Not that fan fiction cannot be great pieces of literature and art, but it's a musical. Like it's a fully written out
Right.
musical with all this other stuff like that. It's not just fan fiction. And I
Is
think just
anything
calling
that's
it that
based
is
on anything fan fiction?
right. I don't think that I don't think all like derivative art is fan fiction. And it's not
But
to
I
say
wouldn't
that
even
it's
say it's derived. Like it is derived from Wizard of Oz,
Right.
but like it's just a whole separate universe. Like it's
Yeah.
barely based on.
yeah.
It-
So like to
it
simplify it
culminates
down to
in Wizard
fan
of Oz,
fiction
but-
is just like kind of
so
insulting,
funny.
if not like
Do you know
very
what-
tasteless. I mean, Steven Schwartz is apparently a dick. Like it's fine. Like if he hated that, that's kind of
dang.
funny. But like at the same time, oh my God, it's so annoying. And so I put that on my Instagram like story, just saying like, I really wish people that had never like I hate when people that have never sat in a theater have opinions on musicals because I agree with that. Like if you've never been to a musical and if you've not soaked in the culture of it, shut up. You don't get it. Like you do not get it. And I also
you don't have to, and it's
no,
okay.
you don't have to.
You don't have
because
to go
the
see it.
because the same thing is happening. Like this old footage of Ethan Slater performing in the SpongeBob musical on Good Morning America as like a preview, or like the Thanksgiving Day Parade as a preview, is like going around Twitter as well right now. And so many people are like dogpiling him, and it's driving me up a wall because these people don't understand what musicals are about. Like, it's about ridiculousness. It's about like whimsy. It's about all this kind of stuff. It's called like, it's like, we literally have a term for it. Suspended disbelief. Like, you're supposed to let go of logic and just enjoy. Like, that's the point of this stuff.
We come to this place for magic.
It's a world of people that break into song when they're feeling a little driven to do so. Like, it's already ridiculous. So just sit down, watch, enjoy, and clap. Like, it's not that hard.
People who aren't into that.
Somebody responded really well and said, like, I feel like the reason people hate theater so much is because they genuinely just don't know how to have fun with themselves. And I agree.
Back to the people who hate whimsy and the people who hate wonder.
It's always whimsy haters. It all comes back to whimsy haters. Like, we've been joking about it, and it's been like a common theme online of like bring back whimsy. But I stand by it. I really do think bringing back whimsy is going to fix a lot of problems.
Truly, and just like not taking shit so seriously.
Just vibe out, dude.
Like,
it is not hard.
But oh my God, let people also, have we gotten to such a Puritan culture? Yes, is the answer, because the Puritans created this fucking country.
It's exhausting.
That like breaking into song is so wildly beyond the perception of like, that's white people oppression. That's white people's oppression of ourselves. It's that we don't break out in song.
Yeah, because, you think we don't do that? I'm doing that all the time.
Other cultures have, and like white cultures did long ago, but like folk music has always been a part of like, not ancient, I don't know, older cultures. And like,
absolutely.
The fact that we don't break into song or just like break into dance is not like this noble thing. It's like, you're just not feeling your feelings, and
it's
you're
obnoxious.
like a big brain on a toothpick typing on a computer, but that's not
obnoxious.
impressive.
No. And
go
so
dance. Go do a little shuffle. Go sing a little note.
Amen. That's what I'm saying. And so I said that basically, I mean, well, not really. I said it a very, I guess, kind of more bare bones sort of statement on my Instagram story saying that, like, if you've not been in the theater, I don't want to hear your opinion on musicals. And so somebody responded, one of my followers responded in message requests. Whenever somebody I'm not following does it, it shows up in requests. And so I was like, I'll click my request today. I'll see what's up. And somebody said, I have sat in a theater and Wicked was awful. The acting wasn't as great as people say it is. I personally don't think Ariana was fit for the role. Just because people don't share the same opinions as you doesn't mean that theirs are any less valid. Movies, literature, theater, and musicals will always be criticized by some and loved by others. It is life. And so I was like, okay, that's great that you didn't like it. And I literally said, like, that's not what you're talking about is the plot and not anything I just said. What I'm talking about.
Did they say they just saw the movie Wicked? They didn't see an actual musical? Or they saw the musical?
I've sat in a theater and Wicked was awful. The acting, I think that so here's prefacing all of this. I don't think this person was the brightest, and I think they're a little younger. I think they're a little younger. I think they thought theater was a movie theater. And so all of that kind of stuff. So it always came, it was back and forth. It was back and forth of me being like, disliking is one thing, but reducing it to just fan fiction is like, I'm saying this is how we get media illiterate people. And so then they responded with, I'm surrounded by and follow many literate people. Not the same thing, who also dislike Wicked. Putting big words into a sentence, I didn't use any big words, does not make you right
literate,
nor
come on.
Yeah. Putting big words into a sentence does not make you right nor smart. I mean, fair point. But I also, people are allowed their own opinions. If that's how they feel about it, then that's that. And I kept saying, like, again, you are not addressing my point. That was not an opinion. They're calling Wicked fan fiction. That's not an opinion. It's a wrong fact. Like, that's, it just, like, I could not get it into their head. And I think now looking back on this right now, I'm like, oh, they just weren't the brightest. Like, they just simply weren't the brightest. And that's okay.
But here
people just kind of have that.
Human.
People always have that fix-all Band-Aid term of like, everyone's entitled to their opinion. I'm like, that's great. But if my opinion is like blatantly wrong or really bad, universally wrong, I think it's okay for me to say, hey, that's fucking stupid.
Right. That is also your opinion.
That's
And
my opinion.
I don't know.
And I'm sharing it. So here you go.
Yeah.
People are allowed to have their own opinion. That's so great. Some people's opinion are that gay people should die. So like I'm gonna say like that's stupid. I don't think everyone's valid all the time. I very much, and I literally felt my body get heated from saying that. I do not live in a world where everyone is valid. I'm sorry. I'm not, if that's evil to say, I do not live in a world in my brain where everyone is valid. There are some invalid ass people out there in this world. Sorry.
Yeah.
Nick Fuentes, invalid human. I do not validate his existence as a person. I'm sorry.
I don't know who that is. Who is that?
Oh, little Nazi boy. He's like groypers.
What?
They hate everyone, especially women. It's like an incel. It's like an incel kind of
Does it stand for
festering
something?
group. Huh?
Does it stand for something?
No, I don't actually know, but I just know that Nick Fuentes' fans are called groypers. He's like the most. He thinks that Trump is not right wing enough. He's literally proclaimed to be a Nazi, like all this kind of stuff like that, like insane. I do not validate his
get
existence.
over
I do
it.
not validate his existence. I don't think he's valid. Sorry.
Do you know what those people should do? Is go join a community theater. And actually,
Yes.
let's call it, if it's a movie theater, it's a theater. If it's the community theater, it's the theater. So what he should go do is join a community production of Fiddler on the Roof at his local
Amen.
theater, and he can put on a little costume and he can be a little Russian boy kicking the Jews out of Anatevka, and he can live his dreams and leave it
Get
on
it
the
out.
stage.
Get it out and leave it there. Absolutely.
Yeah, you can be
Absolutely.
a mean, nasty person, and you can do it, and actually, people will applaud you for it. It's kind
Amen.
of amazing.
Amen.
Go
Do you
join
want
the
to go be in the
theater.
Sound of Music? If you want to do the Sound of Music, you get to
Yeah.
wear a swastika, and people will
They're all
clap.
actually in cabaret. You can be
Yeah.
the one holding the gun where everyone's doing their jazz hands.
And you don't even have to
There's
put on
a
a
lot
little
of
pussy ass
opportunities for
mask.
it.
You don't even have to put on a pussy ass mask and hide your identity because you're so proud of your opinion.
Exactly.
You get to just do it on
Yeah.
stage and they clap.
And a literal spotlight will be on you, and everyone has to look at you and listen to you when you talk. You don't have
And
to
they
like
have to. They
compete
paid
for
money.
it.
They're not
Yeah.
going to waste their money and walk out or ignore it.
to.
Absolutely.
really-
I love that take.
yeah.
Theater saves. Theater saves.
Theater saves.
Even more so
Absolutely.
than more than I thought. You know what? I've been rolling my eyes at my colleagues for far too long when they say that. They're right.
I mean, I am like on some spiritual shit about theater, but also like this one person show that I wrote is about how church is theater and theater is church. So I'm
Amen.
living in that space
Love
anyway.
that.
But like,
Oh, it's such a dog and
that's-
pony show.
Oh my God. Well, also like theater existed first, no question.
Right.
And then like, like church came out. Church was like, oh, how do we get people's attention? Oh, this other thing that people are doing for
Queen it up.
entertainment. Yeah.
Yeah.
We can get them to feel things. We can get them to.
Yep.
And if we can get them to feel things, we can get them to do things.
Amen.
So-
Amen.
Theater saves and can harm.
And can harm. And can harm. I will say, yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
But,
I
yeah,
don't
these
think
people who,
all
like,
church is
exclusively
bad, but like,
I don't think so
yeah,
either.
no, definitely not. But like, yeah, it can be used for good. Theater can be used for good and bad.
It is exactly.
Hitler,
but
famously,
yeah,
very theatrical.
very theatrical. Are you kidding? All those little costumes,
Yep.
the little queer mustache. Oh my God, Bushwick. Hello.
Yeah,
You're missing
Bushwick.
one of your
I would-
dudes.
oh my God, if he was not associated with like the purest form of human evil, that mustache would be everywhere in Bushwick.
I know. I mean, a version of it kind of is.
Fair enough.
It's just wider. It's not the teeny. It's the one that goes all
Yes.
the way
Yeah,
across
yeah,
your
yeah,
leg.
yeah. I agree. Wild times. But yeah,
I
that
do
wasn't even what's
wonder.
aging me. Oh my God.
Oh wait. Oh yeah. Let's get to it.
Sorry,
I was gonna
sorry.
go off about Hitler's mustache. We can get off
Oh,
that topic.
we'll say that for another episode. We'll put it on the thumbnail.
No.
Fair enough. Yeah, I'll make this quick because I tangented way too hard. Because honestly, the other one definitely counts as an aging. I do think that people have bad opinions about musicals, and I do not think that every opinion is valid. Sorry, I'm a terrible person. But continuing, mine this week was actually really funny. Also on Twitter. Oh my God, crazy. But it was So it's kind of in line with this kind of other stuff. It's just people, again, not all opinions are valid. This was, so the Turning Point USA of OU, Oklahoma University. Recently, there's probably a decent amount of people that know the story. It's blowing up on Twitter. And so so they posted a tweet defending this poor girl who got a 0 on her essay because for a psychology course at the University of Oklahoma, Samantha Fulnecki, wild name, was asked to write a 650 word essay reacting to an article about how people are perceived based on societal expectations of gender. In her essay,
Great essay topic. Great essay topic.
I think so too. In her essay, Fulnecki argued that traditional gender roles should not be considered stereotypes. She cited the Bible to support her stance that eliminating gender in society would be detrimental because that would put people farther from God's original plan for humans. So, all
Not
this
the
goes
question.
down.
Again, you're not addressing the question.
Not the question. Okay, we'll get into it, but you're exactly right. She received 0 points out of 25 on the essay. And of course, Turning Point USA, make sure to very tastefully mention transgender professor Mel Curtis said Miss Fulnecki failed to use empirical evidence and called parts of her essay offensive. I actually love that Turning Point USA is saying this because it's just the facts. Like, it's just the facts. Like, honestly, good for them for like selling it as a, later on they go on to be like, well, she's amazing. We should ask for that. Blah, 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 blah.
Whatever.
What Turning Point USA also did so stupidly was in their responses, they posted the entire essay along with the response from the teacher.
Yes.
And
good.
Heather?
Yeah. Tell me it was beautiful. Tell me it was Shakespeare.
This article was very thought-provoking and caused me to thoroughly evaluate the idea of gender and the role it plays in our society. The article discussed peers using teasing as a way to enforce gender norms. I do not necessarily see this as a problem. God made male and female and made us differently from each other on purpose and for a purpose. God is very intentional with what he makes, and I believe trying to change that would only do more harm. Gender roles and tendencies should not be considered stereotypes. Women naturally want to do womanly things because God created us with those womanly desires in our hearts. The same goes for men. God created men in the image of his courage and strength, and he created women in the image of his beauty. He intentionally created women differently than men, and we should live our lives with that in mind. It goes on like this for like 3 pages. She just circle talks and says, because God said it was good. Literally doesn't even cite the Bible, just says in the essay, well, the Bible says blah, blah, blah. There are so many responses to this, and I bookmarked so many of them. I will just read you some highlights because they just go in. Somebody said, reading this actually makes me nostalgic. This is the quintessential dumb student essay pre-ChatGPT. 1, completely without structure, just kind of looping on a couple of points indefinitely.
Just a diary entry. Yeah.
Absolutely. 2, saying almost nothing and yet also somehow contradicting itself. And then number 3, ignoring the prompt.
Addressing the prompt for half a second and then veering so far away from it.
Exactly. Another person said one of many problems Charlie Kirk made significantly worse was convincing some of the least intelligent, thoughtful, or qualified students that they could just say, well, the Bible says, then proceed to misquote or not even cite the Bible and get out of doing their homework.
To not even cite it. I really was thinking, because like if you want to make that argument, you could probably find, there's a lot of words in the Bible. You could probably find something to back up like any argument. And she didn't even do that.
Didn't even do that. It would have been so easy. Like, it's literally like Old Testament saturated with the most problematic shit in the world. Like, we're on the New Testament for a reason, Diva. Like, it sucked. The Old Testament sucked, and we all admit that as like born again Christian, blah, blah, blah people. Like that's like the rule. That's what Jesus did. He was like, hey, that sucked. We're back. Right. Yeah. Right. Jesus literally came in and said, hey, that was kind of weird of us. We're here now.
Really kind of weird of us. And that was a little super quirky. Sorry.
That was a little quirky of my dad. He's over it.
Although,
we're good now.
VeggieTales wouldn't exist without the Old Testament. VeggieTales is exclusively Old Testament. So
it is exclusively Old Testament. I forgot because they can't have a Jesus vegetable, right? Well, okay, Old Testament camp ass stories, some campy ass stories. Like God was theatrical. God
Shadrach,
was theatrical.
Meshach, and Abednego. Hello, welcome to the stage. That's insane.
Welcome to the stage. Oh my God. And then, so the last response I saw that was so funny was, got linked to this in my server and was like, who cares? It's middle school. You're allowed to write shit at that age and just give it a D and move on. And then I clicked through it and saw a fucking university student was writing this shit.
Yeah, that's not middle school.
The professor actually gave a really, really, really detailed feedback about why it was like offensive, why it wasn't using any good evidence, was backed by another professor who is also teaching the course saying, I completely agree. This deserves 0 points. It has no evidence. You are just stating your own opinions about things. Yeah. It's not based on anything. And so then
we don't necessarily agree or disagree. You just wrote a bad essay.
Absolutely. And the last analysis I saw of this was like, honestly great. I love when people break it down to the most simplest of terms. Here's how I'd guess this went down. Student knew that her professor was transgender. Student wrote an answer to the question, essentially calling her professor a demon, and cited the Bible for that characterization. Student knew grade would be bad. Student would then go public about it and get the kind of publicity that in her mind was more important than the grade on a college psychology paper. Guess she achieved all that, but the paper needs a lot of work.
Right. Good job. Good job, girlfriend.
I'm telling you.
You did something.
I mean, once again, I see the writing on the wall. Woke is coming back faster than I even would have expected it to be. And it's like Sydney Sweeney. You are cashing out on this right-wing grift far too late into it, girl. It is a losing battle at this point. Like you're grabbing for those spare pennies they have left. You don't have a lot of time left.
You should have started earlier.
And now you've ruined your whole fucking future because you will always be the girl that wrote a shitty essay in 650 words.
Oh my God. 650 words too. It was just
like you're famously stupid now. And this tweet is getting dog piled on Twitter, which is also why I have so much faith in this world, because it is not even getting backed up by a bunch of people. It is literally like, I think it has like, how many likes does it have? I'll just go ahead and look at it. The main post has 11,000 likes. Every single response I have told you about this has at least 25,000 likes. Like it is getting ratioed out the ass by every single person that makes a point on it that is against them being absolutely stupid. It is so funny. And so it gives me a lot of hope.
Beautiful.
Honestly, I don't know why I said it's aging me. I think the principle of it is aging me. Like the whole story is like aging me, like, oh my God,
the fact that this
so
even
stupid.
Happens is just ridiculous.
Absolutely. But in a way,
it
turned into such a keeping me young situation because it's giving me so much faith in this world that we are fighting back and people are being exposed for being absolutely stupid. Absolutely stupid.
Isn't that the lesson of aging and learning and staying young? Is that things that age you might give you wisdom, which then keeps you young.
Absolutely.
I don't know. I put that
honestly, a very youthful and aging thing at the exact same time is just, again, getting a little bit older and just realizing most people are kind of dumb. Most people are kind of dumb. And that's okay. Not including me sometimes, I'm sure. Like people just be stupid.
That is a wild and wonderful thing about aging. When you're young, you're like, we're all equals. Like I went to high school with everybody. I went to, like everybody I went to school with, everybody I grew up with in my neighborhood, we're all basically equal. And like, yes, we're all children of the Lord, whatever. But like, in terms of, like being able to be introspective, being able to grow, being able to adapt, being able to like accept things. No, we're really not.
No, we're not.
And some people like don't want to grow. And some people want to be like sad and stuck and standing in the corner for the rest of their life. But they're not going to say they want to. They're just going to like do it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the confusing part. So when you get older, you're like, oh, I'm like partying in the middle of the dance floor with considerably fewer people now. It's like, there's a lot of people are like standing on the wall judging you, but like, do you really want to be them? No, you want to be dancing on the dance floor. It's just unfortunate that like
whimsy. Bring it back.
Yeah, the dance floor does get smaller as you age, but it gets more fun. Yeah, I think.
Absolutely. Because then you get your real dancers out there too. That's the fun part.
Yeah.
Then you don't get your little fake
There's
dancers.
More room.
You don't get your little awkward. You don't get your little two-steppers that are gonna be on the dance floor judging anybody that does more than that. You don't get those people because at least they're already on the wall now. They're already on the wall. They're away. They're away.
Exactly.
They've shown themselves. Exactly.
I just want to be Jonathan Bailey in Dancing Through Life. I want the opportunity to play the role of Fiyero once in my life and do that dance.
Absolutely.
That's really what it's all about.
Fantastic. And he's had a fantastic year. So clearly it worked out for him.
Oh my God. Did we say we didn't? Because that would have come out more recently. The first out of the closet gay people's sexiest man alive. And we can't say the first gay sexiest man alive because we know there have been lots, but he is the first one who's out. But
the first out
That's
one.
Huge.
And the most paid actor in Hollywood this year.
Really?
Yeah, that's huge. That's huge.
What else was he in?
Jurassic Park, apparently. Jurassic World, apparently. I didn't watch it, but apparently huge box office success. So great. Good for him.
Great. I completely missed that. That's crazy.
I missed it too. I didn't realize he was in it. I really didn't know he was in it. It was,
No,
yeah.
I didn't realize there was another movie that came out this year. What? How did I fully
It was that
miss
and Wicked.
that?
And then also Bridgerton. I think he's in Bridgerton this
right.
year
He
too,
was
which
in
made a lot of
Bridgerton,
money.
for sure.
Yeah, so big year for him. A lot of money. Good for him.
Mr.
Good for him.
Bailey. Good job. Good job.
Mr. Bailey, you ate that.
You ate that. Oh, speaking of eating.
I love
I'm
a
so happy
transition.
when
I love
transitions
trans.
happen this way. I love trans.
I
Ah!
love trans.
Okay.
Anyway, it's time for
3, 4. Depression meal.
Mondays. You got the beat. You got the no pickup. Incredible.
No pickup. No pickup.
No pickup.
And no
Anyway.
pickup. What was your depression meal this week?
Mine was while my left ear was completely deaf, and so I think it was more the situation that made it more depressing. But I comforted myself with a full. There's like a carton thing now of brie without any of the rind that you can just go to town on, and boy did I.
What do you mean a carton of brie, Blake? What does that mean?
Or like it's like a triangle shape. It's like the brie shape, but it's just like a little holster, a little like Tupperware, but it's just the inside of the brie. It's just the inside of the brie.
Great. Excellent.
It was fantastic. I loved it.
Not like are you talking about, what's the outside of the brie? I guess that's my question.
The rind, like it has that harder part on the outside of brie.
And they take it off everything? It's just like the inside of a cheesecake?
It's just that inside cheese. It's just that inside cheese.
Wow.
It's soft. It is soft, baby. This is gluttony. I will say this is biblical gluttony, but I loved it.
Amazing. Good.
Yeah.
If there's something to go to hell for, go to hell for just the inside of a slice of brie.
Like, I don't want that rind today. Sometimes I like the rind. I wasn't feeling rindy that day, so I got it. I got it. It was great.
Sometimes it's nice, but oh my gosh, good for you.
Yeah, it was wonderful. Absolutely. How about you?
Proud of you. Oh, several meals that are just pecan pie.
Yeah.
Which
it's the week
I will
before.
say,
This is the week of the depression meal. I mean, the days
100%.
after Thanksgiving, all depression meals. It's all leftovers.
All
It's
depression
all
meals all the time.
weird combinations of dessert with like a little bit of mac and cheese or like things like that. It's like,
Yes.
yeah, absolutely.
yes, absolutely. My sweet family went above and beyond and found gluten-free, dairy-free versions of things. And my aunt and my two cousins like made 2 gluten-free, dairy-free pies. I didn't even choose to. I did sweet potato casserole because that's the easiest thing and you can't fuck that up.
Great.
But they made 2 pies, and the pecan pie is pecans from a tree in her yard. So like,
that's
I'm
great.
basically
That's just great.
homesteading.
Yeah.
We're basically doing off-grid Thanksgiving this year.
You're in a
We also
commune.
had sweet potatoes from in my mom's like little art studio.
That's so sweet. Oh, it's so cute.
Living her best retared life, and she has a little art studio in the backyard.
Fantastic.
And the vegetable garden is directly in front of me outside. Sweet potatoes are from the garden. Carrots were from the garden. Pecans are from my aunt's house. I feel like there was
Lovely.
something else that we ate that's from this garden. But I was like, hello? When did my family become like off-grid survivalists making
Yeah.
Thanksgiving meals out of things that we grew out of the ground? It's incredible.
Have fun.
But yeah,
Have fun.
pecan pie for breakfast multiple mornings this week.
Fantastic.
Gluten-free, dairy-free
just
pecan
neat.
pie. It's just neat.
Just neat.
And when I'm done with that pecan pie, there's a whole pumpkin pie that's ready for me. So
I'm so happy
got
for
a
you.
lot to do before I fly out tomorrow.
Absolutely.
Several more pie
Absolutely.
meals.
To quote Chris Fleming doing a parody song of Jimmy Buffett, "Let's get fat tonight."
Dude, I saw Chris Fleming was at Carnegie Hall, and like everyone I know and love was there. Oh, I had such
He puts on a
FOMO.
great show. He puts on a great
Did you
show. I
see
saw him in
him
Brooklyn
live?
I saw him in Brooklyn last year.
fun.
He's so great. His physical comedy is
to
just out of this
go.
world. I don't know how he's not bruised after every show.
Oh my God. Seriously. He's like 0% body fat too. He's all bones. Like
And he's
how,
throwing those
how
bones.
could
He
he
is
not?
throwing those bones on stage. Oh my God. I saw him like
If there's-
in the air, like he was like in the air donkey kicking like a theoretical person and just like falling to the ground. I'm just like, that's crazy.
Right. And he's not like 25. Like that's gonna leave a mark.
No, that would hurt me. And he's older than me.
Right.
Like that's crazy.
Right. We got to see one of his shows together. We got
I
like
would love
next time
that.
it's in a city where both of us can be, we should go together.
I would adore that. Maybe he'd let us interview him. That'd be sick.
Oh my God. Be still my
I've
heart.
seen podcasts that around our size interview many a big name, and I think we can do it. I think that'd be fun.
I think we can too, actually. Who was Oh, Las Culturistas. They're always the
Oh yeah, I mean they're
the
the one.
blueprint. Okay, I have a depression meal from our last YouTube video. May I read it?
Period. Yeah,
It is seasonally appropriate.
absolutely.
My depression meal, Zoloft, nice.
Nice.
Winter edition sugar-free Red Bull, very specific.
Winter
And in
edition.
parentheses, it was not good.
Oh well, you know.
And a bagel with cream cheese. Truly fine dining.
I
So
like
that's
that.
like part
like
of that
that.
is a meal, but I
I
love
like the
detail.
combo. I like the
Yeah.
combo because the bagel with cream cheese, you're gonna get sleepy. You're gonna get eepy after that. It's thick. It's heavy. But
You're so right.
the Red Bull is gonna get you go. Although the Red Bull, honestly, Red Bull does not get me wired. Does not get me wired, but like other things. I think to each,
Because
I,
you're
bet,
doing
I think everyone
straight up
has a different chemistry.
methamphetamine now, Blake. I don't think Red Bull could like touch you anymore.
I only do C4 when I film and when I stream. It's only for performance. It's only a
How
performance
many days a
enhancing
week?
drink.
How many days a week is that?
I try to space them out better now. I've been having Ghost.
Okay,
I've been having Ghost the last like few days. I've been back to Ghost. We're getting a little bit better. I'm not having the pre-workout energy drink every time now, so that's
Okay,
a little
great,
better.
great.
I think I haven't needed it as much because I've felt more awake in general the last like week or so. I've gotten past some big edits and big projects, and so I'm doing better. But
Well done.
yeah, no, I think everybody's body chemistry is just a little bit different though. Like Red Bull for some
Mm-hmm.
people, nothing. Red Bull for some people, just amped, and I'm just not
Yeah.
one of those people, unfortunately.
Red Bull's a good one when I'm on a very long road trip because it won't make me like jump out of my skin jittery. And also it's just not that much, you know, it's like the smaller
enough.
can rather than like the giant Monster energy drinks or something. And
Yeah.
they don't taste good. Like all I want
No.
is the medicinal caffeine properties. I don't need it to taste like coffee. I don't need it to taste like
Red Bull is really
Blueberries.
sweet.
yeah, it's
Mm-hmm.
like concentrated just the shit that I need. And then I'm
Mm-hmm.
done with it and I don't have to like spend the whole evening drinking it. I do appreciate
Absolutely.
that about it.
Absolutely. Alani is a really good one. Alani, I feel
I haven't heard of that one.
lovely. I feel lovely during the day. My sister though got Alani Witch's Brew. I think it was like a Halloween specific one or something like that. She said she
Sure.
thought she was going to die. She literally thought she was going to have like a stroke or something. It was like it did something. It gets you so jittery. Like she was like, I can't do this ever again. It was so bad. But Alani regular,
Nice.
great.
Got it. Witch's brew. That's actually a hex that they put
Yeah,
in.
no, you got hexed. You got hexed. It's like that.
Damn.
It's like that. What's that? There's like that meme of like I've got a child that makes me that's like being rowdy. Like how do I fix this? And like it's on like a street sign for people to give their advice like on the street, and like it's just like line after line of like all these people being like, give him a stew that makes him temporarily blind. And then somebody's like, have you tried the temporary blindness stew? Like, yeah, no, stew that makes you temporarily blind. Like everybody's like, yeah, no, you need to use the temporary blindness stew.
I like that kind of humor. I like that kind of comedy.
Me too. I love when everyone's like
They're-
in on it. Like that's my favorite.
Absolutely. They have those little like you know, some person with a microphone is like interviewing people out in the
Yes, I love
quad
these.
or whatever, and they're like, what do you love about being a girl? And it's like probably the like eating rabbits. That's probably my favorite part. And like it just keeps building and building
it's
and
like-
building. And like I don't know, sort of like when I find myself at a petting zoo, I just like really love eating all the rabbits.
Yeah, the rabbit eating.
Yeah.
And so he's
Yeah.
like, the lip gloss. No, eating rabbits.
Exactly. Yeah, we love that. Community humor.
So good.
We're all
It's
in
so
on
good.
it.
I love that shit. I love that shit. That's fantastic. Yeah. So,
It truly is.
so yeah. But yeah, no, on that note though, I'm glad that your Red Bull is not the stew that makes you go temporarily blind. And what a great meal. What a great meal. Honestly, I agree with that. I'd have it. I'd have
well
it. I'd
done.
have that today.
Yeah, for sure. I'd shit my pants if I had that, but
Fair enough. I need to go try this like winter Red Bull. That sounds really nice. Maybe it's good.
yeah.
Maybe it's better. Maybe it tastes
Winter
like cinnamon.
edition
Ew.
sugar-free Red Bull.
It's got to be sugar free.
I
That's
don't
my
like the
thing.
Sugar-free.
I love a sugar free. Like if I'm gonna like get amped, I'm gonna get even more happy knowing I did it for 0 calories. You know?
Sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
that is a fun little mental win.
Yeah. Oh well.
Well, well.
Well. Go.
On that note, here's my bongos. Ready?
Period.
Can you hear it?
No. But I'm gonna
well-
riff it. I'm gonna riff it. It's fine. Q&A with queer and gay, and maybe that was the beat.
Yeah, it was, yeah, basically.
Period. Musicians, we felt the vibe.
We did. We always do. An
Empaths.
older Q&A that I felt would be appropriate to resuscitate for now is how do you keep a consistent schedule of making content and uploading videos? How cute. How cute for a week
What a great
after a week that we
question.
took off.
What a great question to ask us consummate professionals who definitely planned to take the week off for Thanksgiving and not because our schedules got too flooded right before.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Not because we rescheduled twice and then we were like, I can't.
You know what?
That's
Throw it out
what
the window.
happened.
We're fine. We'll live. It's what a week to do it. We
What
were
a week
both
to
like,
do it.
okay, I know
Everybody's in
you're
a
right.
food
Thank
coma
God.
Anyway.
Yeah, it's fine. So, on that note, though, I definitely find myself running into that problem, I suppose, because consistency definitely matters. But I do think there is something to be said about making sure that it's always your best foot forward. I think the quality does matter a lot more. I hate to quote him, but Mr. Beast actually did make an incredible quote one time on YouTube. I know it's embarrassing, but he made a quote that's like, it's much better. And he's using metrics that are just unobtainable. Like, it's insane what he used as an example, but he's like, it's much better to make a video that is good enough to get 50 million views than to make 10 videos that will get 5 million views. Which, granted,
Really?
either one,
that
mother
true?
may I. It's not, well, it's
Right.
not necessarily that it's more lucrative. It's that it's more, you are going to spend more time, no matter how much effort you put in that one video, it will always be more effort than 10 videos. And so you might as well just put everything into that one video and make it not
Interesting.
as consistent of an upload, but also just make sure it's your absolute best. I think that does take priority
Yeah.
over everything else, because that we now live in an era. Consistency used to matter a lot more. I think now more than anything, quality, because I do think that like TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube have all gotten really, really, what's the word? They're sophisticated with their algorithms. They all are kind of at that point where like, if you put quality and effort and very obvious love for it in, it's going to find an audience. It will find it eventually.
And it'll like keep going around too.
Yes,
It's not
exactly.
It won't be
It's
so
not like a
time
done
dependent.
thing. Exactly.
Yeah.
Short form, I will say consistency matters a little bit more. If you take like months off, then yeah, the short form's not going to be very happy about that. Long form, though, if you're doing that on YouTube, it's not a big deal. But I will say, all that to say, to keep me consistent, I just, I will say with the short form, I've gotten very methodical. Like I find myself kind of trapping myself into this like, loop of like, I feel like sometimes in my head I feel like I make this like the same formulaic stuff. I always have good take, like I always have fresh takes on things or fresh one-liners, things like that of the stuff that I make, but the actual premise itself, I feel like maybe I'm going to try next year to work on expanding a little bit more and trying new things as well, because I do. Now that I've focused more on like the long form stuff, the short form has become more of like an afterthought. And so I'm like, I got to do something today. I'll just write the script really quick in like 30 minutes and then I'll film this. And I know how to edit this really fast because it's the same style as all my other stuff. And so that's nice, but it does make me a little bit more self-conscious of like, maybe you should try to branch out a little bit. Try a few new things, maybe sometimes, Blake. But we'll get there eventually. But all that to say, if you find something that is easily repeatable but can still be fresh, that does help a lot, I will say. If you can find a way to just like make everything as methodical as possible, then like that helps a lot with consistency.
Yeah.
And then
Having like a go-to gear setup for me has been so helpful too. That is the same when I travel too. Like this is, and it all fits into like one pocket of my backpack. That's where it lives all the time. So I'm not like changing it into different bags. I don't have like doubles of everything. It just all comes with me everywhere I go.
Absolutely.
That has made a big difference.
Amen. That really, really does help. Setup really does drain you. Like if you have to do that every single time, it does drain you. I wish I had like a room that was just for content creation, but I just do not have it yet.
Oh my God.
One day.
Yeah.
One day.
One day.
But
yeah, with like musical equipment, like for this show, I do live vocals and I have like a loop station and this instrument called, we all know about my Omnicord and like a mic and blah, 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 blah. And all of that too. I have one suitcase that I bought specifically for my gear that it all fits in perfectly. And like, everything has its place. And so it doesn't feel like chaos. It doesn't feel like, oh my God, where's this one thing? Oh my God. Blah, blah, blah. Like visually, that really helps me to be like, oh, it's easy. Everything's just in that suitcase. And when I'm not using it, it's packed in that suitcase. When I am using it, it's out. And then like, it can only be one of two places.
Yeah, I completely agree. And then final thing I would say is just And this one does require a lot of personal drive. So if you don't have that, I understand, because I also don't have it. But if you can write and record in mass, consistency is so much easier. If you can like take the time once a week, once every 2 weeks to like film a bunch of shit and like write all that ahead of time and just edit as you go on throughout the weeks and upload whenever you need it, that helps so much. Like we were... Our first like 8 episodes were all filmed in a matter of like 2 weeks, and it made it like way easier to be consistent because we never had to find new times to record and things like that. But
I feel like that was such
it's a rare thing that I would not do all the time because it was a lot of work. We worked a lot for
right,
that.
but it's such a good on ramp to getting something done too. Like maybe set aside 1 week to do like 4 weeks worth of work. And then once those 4 weeks have gone by, you're like, oh my God, I have like a whole month of stuff. I might as well keep going.
Absolutely.
Like trick yourself into it.
Absolutely. Could not agree more. So yeah, take our advice as much as you want of this, because clearly we didn't prove that this week, but we've done it before. We've proven it before. Hey, this is our first week we've taken off in
14.
Yeah. 14 episodes.
I guess not 14 weeks
three months.
because we banked a bunch of them. But
yeah,
still.
but 3 months. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good start.
And I guess we'll give you a heads up probably about the next break.
Yeah, maybe we'll post about it because we definitely didn't do that this time. But it's okay. I mean, it's fine. I know you missed us.
Here we are. I know. Just playing a little bit hard to get.
I did see an uptick in our listens on like Spotify and stuff like that on this past Monday because I think people checked in to see if we did anyone and listened. I was like, well, thanks for watching the newest one either way. But
yay, great.
Yeah, it was so
cute.
Well,
there are 14 other ones to choose from. Enjoy.
Amen. Well, thank you, and thank y'all so much for keep listening to our stuff. And speaking of that, on that note, this was Keep Me Young. I'm Blake,
and I'm Heather.
And please make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you never miss an upload from us. If you're on Spotify or Apple Music, give us 5 stars, rate us, all that good stuff.
Yes. Tell us how beautiful we are, how beautiful our voices are.
Always that. That is always welcome. Yeah. And so I guess we'll just close it with this, which is consistency.
Always.
Has.
Consistency. Think about that.
Think about that. Okay.
Consistency always has consistency.
Yeah. Checkmate, liberals.
Thanks, everybody.
Okay, bye.
Love you. Bye.